Martial arts films always make great use of weapons, so we've compiled a list of the deadliest out there. First on the list are flexible weapons, such as this rope dart that Michelle Yeoh uses in Magnificent Warriors. These types of weapons are very hard to master, but are extremely dangerous when used properly, because the weapon is constantly moving and distracting the opponent. These weapons can move very fast and strike at either very close or very long distances, up to a few meters. If you are unskilled or not paying attention to this weapon, it is very easy to strike yourself when you're not careful. Although weapons like this rope dart, nunchucks, and chain whips are very deadly when used effectively, the great skill needed to master these weapons has put it down at the bottom of the list. Next on the countdown is the bow staff. The bow staff is a weapon made from a hardwood like an oak or occasionally a bamboo, usually about 6 feet in length. The weapon its power comes from the backhand, while the front hand is gripped mainly for guidance. It is thought of as an extension of the fighter's limbs, and is often used to perform ranged blocks, attacks, and sweeps. Very similar to the bow staff is the spear. The spear is used in the same fighting style as the bow staff, but it has a steel yari blade on the end that can be anywhere from a few centimeters to 3 feet in length, making the bow staff all the more lethal. Next on the countdown, we have the throwing knife. The appeal of any throwing knife, dart, or throwing star is the weapon's small size. Often, throwing knives have blades no more than a few inches long, making it easy to carry multiple on your person at any time. Smaller darts, like what Koshiro uses in Shinobi, can be carried in large numbers and still remain lethal when used effectively, despite their small size. Coming in third on the countdown is the bow and arrow. Archery was considered one of the 6 noble arts of the Zhou dynasty, and a necessary skill for Chinese emperors at the time. Effective at long range, this weapon was easier to learn than most, due to the fact that you simply did not have to be a master of martial arts to know how to use this weapon. The combination of this highly lethal weapon with the light skill needed brings this weapon to the third in our countdown. Coming in second is the katana. The katana was used extensively by the samurai in feudal Japan as early as 1392. It was made from a mix of high and low carbon steel to ensure that it had a strong spine and a sharp edge. The katana takes years to master, but we have put it so high on the list because those who have mastered it are able to dispatch hordes of opponents quite easily with one single blade. Finally, coming in at the top of our countdown, the deadliest weapon of all is the martial artist himself. Constantly changing, improving and improvising on his skill. The human body, combined with skillful mastery of a martial art, make a lethal combination, 24/7, with no required assistance. The human body can be the easiest or the hardest weapon to master, but it is easily the most versatile. The only disadvantage we see is that the body is limited to close-range combat. When trained as a master, the martial artist can easily become the deadliest weapon out there, and has topped our list as the world's deadliest martial arts weapon.